When glory departed, the ark and the Philistines. In the days when Eli was high priest of Israel, the people had grown distant from God, though they still offered sacrifices. Their hearts were far from him. Confused and desperate, the elders asked. Eli's sons, Hophni and Phinehas, served as priests, but they were wicked, abusing their power and defiling the sacred offerings. Yet the people continued to look to the Ark of the Covenant, the symbol of God's presence, as a source of power and protection. One day, the Israelites went out to battle the Philistines at Ebenezer. The battle turned into a disaster. 4,000 Israelites died. Hey, why has the Lord defeated us today before the Philistines? Let us bring the Ark of the Covenant from Shiloh, so that it may save us from the hand of our enemies. They treated the Ark not as a holy dwelling of the Lord, but like a magical weapon. So Hophni and Phinehas brought it from the tabernacle, and the Israelites rejoiced loudly when it arrived at the camp. The shouts shook the ground, even causing fear in the Philistine camp. Be men, Philistines, and fight bravely. What is this shouting in the Hebrew camp? The Philistines said. 30,000 Israelite soldiers fell. Worse, still the Ark of God was captured. But the next morning, the statue of Dagon had fallen face down before the Ark. They set it upright again, but the next day, Dagon was again face down this time, his head and hands broken off, lying on the threshold. Hophni and Phinehas died in battle, just as God had foretold. They learned the Ark of God had entered the camp. Panic spread. The Ark was moved to Gath and Ekron, but wherever it went, death and suffering followed. Woe to us, they cried. Nothing like this has happened before. These are the gods who struck the Egyptians. The cows walked straight toward the Israelite town of Beth Shemesh, lowing as they went, never turning aside. The people of Beth Shemesh rejoiced when they saw the Ark returning, and they did. In the battle that followed, the Philistines crushed Israel. When a survivor ran back to Shiloh and told Eli what had happened, the old man Nintiah, years old and nearly blind, sat trembling on his chair. When he heard that the Ark of God was taken, he fell backward, broke his neck, and died. So the Ark was brought to the house of Abinadab, where it would remain for many years. His daughter-in-law, the wife of Phinehas, went into labor upon hearing the news. The Ark may have been captured, but God was never defeated. Its glory cannot be taken by force, only honored in truth. As she lay dying after giving birth, she named her son Ichabod, saying, "The glory has departed from Israel." But the story of the Ark was not yet over. The Philistines brought the captured Ark to Ashdod and placed it in the temple of their god Dagon. Terror fell on the city. Soon after, the people of Ashdod were afflicted with tumors. The Philistines cried out, "Send the Ark of the God of Israel away. Let it return to its own place, so that it may not kill us and our people." After 7 months of devastation, Philistine priests advised returning the Ark with a guilt offering, 5 golden tumors, and 5 golden rats. Symbolizing the plagues, they placed the Ark on a new cart pulled by 2 cows that had never been yoked. But even then, some looked inside the Ark, disobeying God's command, and 70 men died. Fear returned to the people. They sent messengers to Kiriath-Jearim, asking them to take the Ark. And thus Israel learned that God's presence is not a charm to be controlled, but a holy reality to be reverenced. The end.